Back in the UK, Birdland in Gloucestershire is home to Britain's only breeding programme for endangered king penguins. Here, one man has been on an extraordinary mission to try and teach a penguin how to swim.
Hello.
Zoologist Lucy Cook is joining head keeper Alistair Keane with very special penguin Charlotte.
Our 14-month-old king penguin.
Hello, Charlotte. Nice to meet you.
Charlotte had an unusual start in life.
She was laid as an egg last year by Frank and Lily, and within 24 hours Frank had dropped and broken the egg. So we had to take the egg away and repair it with a little bit of super glue.
Wow, you can do that?
Yeah.
You can repair an egg with super glue?
Yeah, as long as it's not too big a crack.
If penguin parents drop an egg, they tend to abandon it. So Charlotte became Alistair's responsibility.
I like to talk to the egg because the parents would call to the chick.
Do you talk to it in a human voice or in a penguin?
I just talk to it as I normally would, like I'm talking to you now. So sort of, keep going, chick, I'll see you soon, and things like that.
Oh.
Sounds really silly, I know.
When birds hatch from their egg, they form an immediate bond with the first living creature they see. It's known as imprinting. The first thing Charlotte saw wasn't her mum, it was Alistair.
As far as she's concerned, I'm mum and dad. She's got to give me grandchildren, so to speak, in the next few years.
By 6 months, Charlotte was fully grown, with a thick coat of brown downy feathers perfectly adapted to keep her warm as she developed.
That's her
months.
begging for you, isn't
Yeah.
it? She's going, Dad, feed me, feed me.
Come and give me some more food.
And like any typical king penguin chick, at 12 months, Charlotte's coat molted, and she started to transform into the stunning adult she is today.
All right, Charlotte. So I think you're getting 5 stars as a penguin parent, from what I can see.
Yeah, we got so far so good. And then we hit a snag in the fact that she just would not go in the pool.
Oh no, but she's a penguin.
I know, everyone would think they'd take to it really easily, but she was having none of it. She'd watch everyone else going for a swim. She would not go in.
Despite Alistair's best efforts, Charlotte could not be coaxed into the water. What was going on? In the wild, it's very important that king penguin chicks avoid water while they're still wearing their brown coat of baby feathers. It's warm, but it's not waterproof. So if it gets wet in the icy waters of the Antarctic, the chicks can drown or die of hypothermia. Only when they get their waterproof adult plumage do they pluck up the courage to take the plunge. What surprised Alistair was that although Charlotte's body was fully equipped to swim, her mind was clearly saying no. Perhaps penguin expert Professor Rory Wilson can shed light on Charlotte's strange behaviour.
Rory, are you surprised by Charlotte's fear of water?
A bit surprised, but not hugely. It's a big deal if you're a penguin, from being a woolly, fluffy thing that lives on land, and there's this terrible transition period where you have to do it. It's like bungee jumping. So I think there's a lot of fear there.
So what do the parents do in terms of encouraging them into the water?
They're brutal. It's tough love and it's do or die. The king penguin chicks, they actually go through the whole winter starving. They'll get the odd meal from their parents. They'll go down to about 7 kilograms, really, really thin and miserable.
It's hunger that drives young penguins to overcome their fears and into the sea to catch fish. But Alistair wasn't prepared to take this tough love approach with Charlotte. He'd have to find another way to get her to swim.
First thing we tried to do is push her in. And she jumped straight back out, had none of that.
No matter how hard he tried, it became clear that gentle persuasion wasn't going to work. Alistair had to resort to more dramatic methods.
We've got a rock in the middle of the pool. I took her and sat her on the rock, so she had to get wet to get back out.
After hours of intense encouragement, Charlotte decided to take control of her fear.
It's the only time I've ever seen a king penguin with both feet off the ground. She went in feet first. Almost a cannonball.
Alistair and Charlotte had cracked it. And once she was in the water, Charlotte's instinct to swim kicked in. 4 months later on, thanks to Alistair's coaching, Charlotte loves nothing more than a dip in the pool.
She's getting very good now. She's the first one in there most days, last one out.
You're a proud dad.
Proud dad, yeah.